Hey everyone, it's Types, and today I am playing Pokemon TCG Live, and I'm going to be playing Slowking. Slowking is an interesting and unique deck, is what I will say. It is swingy, hit or miss, but it is exciting. When it swings, it does some legitimately crazy, really powerful stuff. Additionally, it is a deck that has gotten some new cards from Chaos Rising, or I believe one new card from Chaos Rising that displayed in it, which is Metagross here, which I'll get to. You really have, I think, two attackers you can use in the deck. So you got that, which is cool. I suppose the Metagross actually doesn't change the deck that much, but it is a new card, so that's kind of fun. And it is also running Mega Kangaskhan EX as like the draw engine, which again we'll get to. Overall, the deck is pretty cool. This is the list that finished second at a recent regional tournament, and I played it a couple of times. I played Slowking some in the past as well. As I said, the deck is somewhat inconsistent because of the requirements to be used to attack with it. I will mention, because as I said, it did do well in a recent tournament. Decks that are have a higher ceiling, like Slowking, where again you do some really crazy stuff when you set up, are more capable of. I mean, they give you the option to win games, right? As opposed to if you're playing a deck like, obviously, Dragon Ball, a very good deck, but that deck has some, it adds consistency, but it doesn't have absurd raw power. Slowking has theoretically absurd raw power that can push through Dragapult, and you need to win lots of games. In some ways, get lucky to legitimately win a tournament like that. So you need to be good. You need to. There are lots of good people, right? So therefore, a deck that's a bit more hit or miss might be what you're looking to play there, and so that's something that speaks for tournament results. I'm also recording this actually. I just logged into live and got the sleeves for NAIC, so maybe that is what we'll see for that tournament as well. But anyways, looking what it does is with Seek Inspiration, it discards the top card of your deck, and if it's a Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, use one of its attacks, and you don't need the energy on that Pokemon. Well, obviously, you don't need the energy that Pokemon normally requires. Like Metagross requires 4 energy here, but you don't need 4 energy. There's a slightly weird ruling. I don't think it's that weird, but some people definitely find it a little confusing. And you have the Slowking here, which just needs Psychic Colors. So it needs Psychic Colors to attack with all the attacks in the deck here. So we have Metagross as one of the options. Bounce Back presumably is never something I'm going to use. I've actually thought about it, and maybe there's a time to use it. It only does 60, but it does switch to the bench. And I've had some issues where my Slowking has gotten stuck in the active. It does run a switch, but it runs Latias EX to get stuff out of the active, basics out of the active. But you have Metallic Hammer here for some energy. It doesn't matter how much it is. It does 150. You can do you can discard 3 metal energy from this Pokemon and have it do 150 more. You don't need to discard you don't need 3 metal energy to discard to do this. You will actually not discard any energy because you don't play any metal energy there. So you will just do 150 more. You'll just do 300. So you can do 300 damage, which is good. I will mention this doesn't one-shot Dragapult EX. Well, I mean, it one-shots Dragapult EX with Lillie's Clefairy EX. So you can do that there, but there is I believe, a Regigigas that does one-shot Dragapult EX, which is not in the list here, without requiring you to have Lillie's Clefairy EX in play. Something worth noting. But Metagross is, I guess, the main attacker. I don't know. You have Kyurem as well. Kyurem, funnily enough, if you didn't know this, it has an ability that if your opponent has a card in their discard pile with colorless in its name, you can attack with Trifrost for 1 colorless, which is actually really good. I haven't really seen anyone do that. I was playing against someone playing Slowking, and they asked if they had ever used Trifrost, not through the use of the Slowking, and they said it's super expensive. And I was like, well, it's got the ability, and they didn't even know about the ability because it's niche. But if your opponent plays colorless, it's Tenacity, you can Kyurem them, which is pretty funny. But Trifrost is, again, normally very expensive here, but you discard all energy from this Pokemon. Again, this is all the energy, so it will be getting rid of it from Slowking there, unlike the Metagross. And then you do 110 to 3 your opponent's Pokemon. This is damage, not damage counters, which is probably bad. It means it will get stopped by the Shaman, and it also means that it will be stopped by the Terror rule as well. So that is something to keep in mind, but this really wrecks benches there and can win the game very early on. Then we also see Smoochum to get you powered up, accelerating some basic Psych Energies, as well as Wondrous Patch to accelerate as well. We also have Telepathic Psych Energy, which is quite good here. This is a deck that uses Telepathic Psych Energy pretty well. Maybe the best use of it that is actually a particularly good deck. Something like I was actually playing Dustmore with Jellicent, EX, and Telepathic Psychics are really good here. Or there. Here you do have Slowking and like the Slowpoke line as your main attacker, so you want the energies there. Then you can find Latias EX, which is really nice, determining going second or going first or just whatever. It's good. You have Lillie's Clefairy EX and you have Smoochum as well, which you can search with Telepathic Psyche Energy. You're not really looking to attach to them though, so it's okay here. It's decent, or it's good in this deck. And then we also have Mega Kangaskhan EX. This is good to start, and you can draw 2 cards, and you can't really attack with it, but you draw 2 cards theoretically every turn. So it's a decent draw engine here. It is, you need to play Mega Kangaskhan EX and Latias EX to give your opponent a lot of prize options. Honestly, with this deck, if you don't win quickly or really put your opponent back in some really huge way, then it's going to be kind of sketchy. So we'll see if that happens. Then we have Academy at Night as well to put cards on top of our deck from our hand. And Ciphermaniac Codebreaking, this can search for any 2 cards and reel them and put them onto our deck. We can draw these using Mega Kangaskhan EX, or we can use the one on top to attack with Slowking. I will mention this deck doesn't have any way to draw 1 card. That would actually be super nice. Or you could also draw it with Fezandipiti as well. But if you could just draw 1 card, then you could also go ahead and stack your deck with Surfer Codebreaking, draw a card to use, and you could also use the other one to have the attack. So that's something you unfortunately can't do. But anyways, the deck is pretty interesting. That's an overview of it, and I do have the list pulled up in another tab. It does run. Oh wow, that was a fast match make there, but. Yeah, run Secret Box as well, so we got some tools. There's one game where I made a mistake with that. It didn't matter. Honestly, we'll see how well I play with this deck. The overview was a little long because, well, 1, I haven't made a gameplay video in a while, to be honest, but 2, the deck it has a bunch of moving pieces with it, so there are a lot of things you need to keep in mind. Hopefully I don't make any mistakes. I feel like the basic sequencing, I feel like there aren't going to be too many sequencing things. We're going to go first here. We got to watch out for a turn 1 Baju, but, probably going first is good. I'll start Smoochum, I think, here. Definitely not Meowth. That would be bad. I don't run too much Meowth in decks. Okay, we do see a Dreepy start. Theoretically, this is good for us. I will probably attach to Slowpoke. I'm trying to think this through. I think I want Mega Kangaskhan as well. I'll probably get rid of I'm going to get rid of a Latias. I don't need both Latiases here. And I'll also get rid of... Actually, having this Smoochum play now feels kind of bad. I don't know if that was the right play to start it. I was like, oh, no, I don't need to play Latias, but I still want to. So I need a Slowpoke. How much recovery do we run? We run a little. Not that much, to be honest. So, I don't know. I don't love playing Meowth down, but it's probably the thing we need in case we don't get exactly what we're looking for. I'm trying to think this through if with Ciphermaniac Codebreaking we'll get what we want, and I don't necessarily think we will. So I will get Mega Kangaskhan EX here. We do have the Slowpoke, which I will actually play now as well, and attach Telepathic Psychic Energy to get some Pokemon out of the deck to thin. I'll take Slowpoke. I do need Lillies at some point as well, so I guess I'll take that now. That seems fine, just to thin, I think. We also have Boomerang Energy. I didn't mention that. It allows us to reattack multiple turns in a row with Slowking. Specifically, I was like, oh, why? How could I retreat without Latias? But it's got free retreat anyways. I will play the Latias, though. That seems very important. Hopefully I don't get stuck. Yes, I am filling my bench, which is kind of sketchy, but I think it's fine. And we have Lillies anyways, so surely we're chilling. And I also really need Latias, otherwise the Mega Kangaskhan's super stuck. I do run a switch, but I think this is fine. Maybe. It kind of depends what I get off of, realistically, the Lillies and the run errand there. I imagine we are going to get hit with Badu here. If we don't, we're in a better spot. Again, it also depends what we hit off of the Lillies. If we don't hit any items, it doesn't matter. We're looking for the Slowking. We're looking for the energy, which is not too hard to get. And then we are also looking for an attacker. Realistically, we're looking for presumably Kyurem there. And then we're also looking to obviously get that on top of the deck with the stadium there. We see 3 Dreepies hitting the board. If they literally pass here, okay, well, I was going to say if they had passed there, we could have won. Realistically, if we knock out 3 Dreepies on our hand, or on our turn, then we should win. I don't know what they're going to get off this Buddy Poppin. Well, it's probably Badu Dreepy. If they can get those. I don't know what they can get, though. I don't know what the pricing's looking like. Well, they could get Torchic as well, if that's the build they're playing. No, they get the Badu and the Dreepies. They got a bunch of Dreepies here, but again, if we knock out 3 Dreepies, we're just in an amazing spot. They're getting a Poké Pad. Wow, okay. They're getting another Pokemon. Maybe a Dracloak to thin. Their hand's not going to get disrupted, but that doesn't seem super good. They get Munkidori. I feel like Munkidori is not good in this matchup. I would definitely not play it if I were them. I mean, yeah, it's probably bad to play. There's probably other Pokemon they would rather have him play. I don't think it matters too much, but like I don't want to have damage counters just kind of chilling on their board. Is it possible to happen? Yes. Wait, they just thinned the Poké Pad? Okay, that doesn't make sense. That seems kind of weird. Maybe they were just like not thinking. They were like getting kind of confused with their ordering there. That play seems weird. They do attach a darkness to the active, so we're going to get Bidooed, which is not surprising. They don't have any energies in play, which is good in case they like candy. I don't know if they're running candies or how many, but it's going to be harder for them to attack. They could Crispin, obviously, but the big thing is what are we going to be able to do on our turn, and it's all going to come down to what we get and what we drop the Lilies here. Well, I assume we're going to Lilies. We get Itchy Pollen, unsurprisingly. We top deck, okay, we top deck nothing that we can play there. We'll send it into the deck. We get, let's see, so we have the energy, and we also have the Slowking. Okay, I don't know. Someone tell me in the comment section if I should just like YOLO it. That's what I do. Well, I should obviously draw first. So we didn't hit it, not shocking there. I'm wondering if I should just send it with Seek Inspiration. That's normally what I do, but it's kind of bad. But it's also funny, so I think I've got to do that play just because it's funny. If we hit it, it's like really hilarious. We have 4 Pokemon. I suppose if we hit a Slowking, it would also. I suppose even if we hit a Slowpoke, well, we don't have any Slowpokes in the deck, but if we hit a Slowking, it would still work as well. Obviously, looking for Kyurem. I feel like this is definitely the funny play. I don't know if it's the right play because now our Slowking is a bit more vulnerable. I feel like it's not that vulnerable though. Oh, sorry if that was kind of loud. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna bounce back. I talked about this earlier, and I'm gonna send in the Mega Kangaskhan. I can't believe that just happened. That's really funny. It's not the Kyurem, which would have just like lost them the game on the spot, but it's still wait, what? This is wrong. Okay, well. Or oh no, it switches out their active. For some reason I thought it switched out our active. Whoops. That's fine. So I don't know why I thought it switched out our active. Well, I do because I didn't read. But yeah, we got the knockout. They have now gone AFK. It obviously doesn't matter what they send up. It doesn't matter because they get knocked out anyways, and also they're all the same thing. So, anyways, I hope they're not AFK. It kind of looks like they are, which is unfortunate, but is how these things go sometimes. No, oh, this is how things go. Crushing Hammers. Crushing Hammers, I don't like this card. I think that's a pretty common thought. I don't know. Tell me in the comment section if you like Crushing Hammers or if you hate Crushing Hammers. I despise this card. I think it's so annoying. I think it's decent in terms of power level wise. I think it's like an okay card, not a bad card at all. But in terms of design, I legitimately think it's the worst design card in Standard because it's so annoying and it feels bad every time someone plays it. For them, for that time, it felt bad because they played a card and it didn't do anything. If it hits me, then it feels bad because it's like, oh, they got lucky. So it feels like luck's a huge factor, and it is when you play the card. And also, it's just like discard energy isn't super fun. I don't mind too much. The Rust Syndicate Grunt card, I believe, is the name of it from the next set. I feel like it feels a lot more fair than Crushing Hammer there, being guaranteed, being more predictable. Crushing Hammer, my opponent could just wipe all my energy off the board. They can do that even if I have 4 energy somehow. There are some decks that, could get that. Obviously not super likely. The more Crushing Hammers you play, the, quote, more fair it feels, but usually you're playing 1 or 2 that really matter in a game. So it is an annoying card. It's okay. I mean, I don't know what they were doing here. Wait, why do they have down arrows on all their Pokemon? It's from Lil's Clefairy, isn't it? So they haven't used Recon Directive, I don't think. I don't remember. Oh, no, they did. They used 1. Which one did they use? They used this one. Okay. Because the down arrow would also show if they've used Recon Directive, but again, all of down arrows from the Lil's Clefairy. Regardless, they are going to find some more cards, another Dracloak here, and now that I think about it, maybe they should have played that Munkidori earlier to thin, but again, I also don't really think it matters. So they are just going to keep Dracloaking. Dracloak is obviously good, but the Dragapult EX is also obviously good, right? So they need to get there. And oh, they got that though. They got Crushing Hammer, and they flip heads. They should discard the Boomerang Energy would be the better play here to discard because it gets returned to my hand. Theoretically, I could have two Boomerang Energies, but I think they should get rid of the Boomerang Energy. It's actually kind of close, but yeah, Boomerang gets returned to my hand. I actually have both in hand. I have a Boomerang in and out. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, well now, yeah, it definitely doesn't matter. We don't have any energy. This is where things are bad. Now I'm stuck. I can't do anything on my turn at all. Well, okay, that's not true. If I draw a switch, I'm fine. It plays one switch, and I can't even search the switch. Even if I had bench space, I still couldn't. Or actually, I can. I just looked through the list on another tab, and I do have Secret Box, so that gets me out. I think an air balloon could be good in the deck as well. Not that it's super useful, but it's somewhat useful. I mean, I've been in this situation multiple times, and it kind of sucks. And we're still in a decent spot in the game prize race wise, but we're now in a really awkward spot because we can't do anything on our turn, right? We just straight up can't do anything, presumably, which is pretty rough for us. And this is how the deck works. It kind of pops off and then does a whole lot of nothing and kind of switches back and forth. Also, this game's kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie, my opponent's kind of slow. I am faster than them. I'm not super confident in my plays. I'm moderately confident, but also I'm talking. So in talking, which also thanks so much for watching. You should subscribe because that's cool. And also comment down down below other decks you want me to play because I want to play some cool decks. I've been actually getting more into meta stuff. I mean, Slowking's kind of meta, and it's fun. It's fun to play different decks here because I've taken some time off from playing meta stuff. But regardless, I'm talking, which makes me slower. And also they didn't attack, which is not shocking. Okay, we got Kyurem there. Wait, we were one card away from hitting Kyurem, I just realized. Okay, well, I guess I Dawn and attach active. Wait, what do I even have? Yeah, nothing in the discard that does anything. I will Dawn to take some cards. I guess these 3 cards. Wait, what? That's actually really funny that I have exactly 3 Pokemon in my deck of Basic Stage 1 and Stage 2. But I'm just going to do it to thin so I can get the maybe get closer to the switcher, something like that. I think it's fine. Wait, you don't have the stadium either. I actually got super lucky last, lucky last turn. I'll evolve the Slowking, I guess, in case I get hit by disruption. I'm not really sure. The actives probably get knocked out. I feel like I kind of just need to hope I hit patch. That it's all everything feels super sketchy. If I attach to the bench, then they can kind of just do what they want. But what they want is but they can't really attack. So I'll actually attach I'll attach a Boomerang to the bench here and pass. I haven't determined prize mapping. I guess it's gonna be take 3 knockouts with Kyurem, 3 prizes with Kyurem, and then 2 prizes with Metagross there. That's probably what I'm looking to do. So hopefully we can do this. The deck's also tied to a stadium, unless you just send it and hit it, which we kind of did earlier, as I said. We got a knockout. I guess they got some extra cards off of Fez, but that attacking there was definitely right. Well, no, because I hit it, it was definitely right. If I didn't hit it, also I could build something really important. I just realized that because it doesn't mill you, which is kind of funny. Also, yeah, I guess that card's in the discard now, which I wasn't even I know in the back of my mind, but I have another one in my hand, so it doesn't matter. But it's actually, well, no, it's good. It's good to have it in the discard because now I can Night Stretcher it back or Lana's eat it back. So that's kind of fun. Anyways, they're gonna have so many cards in their hand as well. Also, I will mention 06 Machinations isn't very good. I know there are tons of people. There's someone called 06 Machinations, just defending 06 Machinations in my comment section sometimes. But 06 Machinations, even against my opponent or with against me, I mean, I'm not I wouldn't be stoked to get hit by it here, but I'd much rather get hit by 06 Machinations than them set up, right? So 06 Machinations, and even here, right? I have a few cards I need, but my hand's so big because most of the cards in my hand are super bad for me right now. So I just get rid of cards I don't really need. It's not great to lose. How many cards do I have? 5. So I have 10 cards. I'd lose 7 cards. That's not great. They lose even more, but it's not that bad because again, if you have a bunch of cards in your hand, unless you're Alakazam, it's probably because the cards aren't very good there. Speaking of, are they stuck? Can they attack this turn? I'm not actually sure. Again, I am also stuck, so they are actually okay to just not attack. Also, they could like deck out. I mean, like realistically, they can't actually deck out. They're down 2 Lilies, so presumably they have 2 left. They can use that to. Oh, I was just looking at the discard. They could also Crushing Hammer me again, which just kind of sucks for me. But yeah, they could Lilies to stop themselves from decking out. You really shouldn't essentially ever deck out in games unless something like occasionally it'll happen because something crazy happens, but it really should not be happening. Okay, what is my opponent doing? Speaking of nothing happening, they're going to, speaking of, and they're also going to Lilies and actually shrink their hand here by a little bit, not very much. They are still going to see a bunch of new cards, presumably. I don't, again, know exactly what they're looking for here, because they can't Latias, because they have an evolution in the active, and so maybe something like an air balloon, or I don't know. I'm trying to think of what they have. Okay, I was to say, I don't really think there's anything they can actually be getting here that is quite what they want. I will... do I attach to the bench and just hope I hit the switch? I'm trying to think of how they're taking prize as well. No, I'll attach to the active, and then maybe I'll hit the switch. I'll hit the awaited discard of psychic, and I'll hit all this stuff. Okay, well we missed all this stuff, so I made the right play, I guess. I mean, maybe I should have attached active last turn. I was kind of assuming, that they'd attack me if I attached active, and maybe if I did, they would have. I don't know. It feels kind of unlikely that they couldn't attack me last turn, because like, surely they needed some form of switch. I guess the main form of switch is Latias, right? So their Latias could have just been like prized. Let me find a Hammers build online, which you can't see. I'm doing this in the background, but recent tournament came and the Hammers build came 8th. Seems similar enough to them. Oh, they don't run Latias. Do they normally run Latias? I swear they do. I swear it's good. I don't know if they actually they probably don't now that I think about it. Or okay, so this list online doesn't play any switching. List I'm looking at online also runs 3 hammers, so maybe they're not playing another hammer. Let me find some stuff online. This is like so weird to watch. It's got to be super jank. But what are the different builds of it? Is hammers a build? No, none. Let's look at this. Okay, no. Some run Latias. Latias has downsides. Do some run air balloon? Okay, no. Like one person ran air balloon. So hammers, they're running. There's a good chance they're running a 4th. I mean, I don't like to run 3 of cards. Running 3 of cards is kind of weird, right? But yeah, they are going to draw a bunch of cards as well. Recon Directive also, I want to hear people's thoughts on this. Do you like Recon Directive as an ability? I think it's interesting. It's good. It's not broken. I mean, tacked onto the best attack in the game, it's kind of broken. But on its own, it's fair. We've seen abilities like in the past, and it's just fair. It's cool. But it adds more decision making. I think decision making is cool. A lot of decisions aren't a huge deal, and sometimes this is also true with Dragapult EX itself attacking as well. You're making these decisions. Oh, they could have Crispin. Yeah, okay. I was like, how do they get energy? Yeah, they Crispin. Obviously, they Crispin, which they didn't do. So I don't run lots of Crispin. I don't play that much Pull, but I play some Pull, and I often don't run Crispin when I play Pull. So that's why I forgot about it. But I think they're going to manually retreat is what they're going to do here, is my guess. Yeah, okay. So they're going to manually retreat. They probably knock out Smoochum. They probably shouldn't knock out Smoochum, but I think they're going to knock out Smoochum. Also, earlier I said I'm going to take 3 prizes with Kyurem. That's probably right, if I can do it, presumably. And wait, why do we run Surfer? Oh, Surfer is a switch. What am I talking about? Oh, wait, what are they bossing, actually? Oh, are they bossing Yellow's Clefairy EX? Okay, this is fine. Now I'll have 2 Slowkings up, which I think is good. And then I will cure him, presumably. I mean, I actually can't do that right now because, I don't have the stadium. So I really do need that, obviously. Hopefully that happens. Again, this deck is so sketchy. I would not go after the Smoochum here if I were them, as I said. I guess it's fine. I mean, at some point you'd go after the Smoochum. Presumably near the end of the game you can go after it. It kind of limits my bench space by being in play. It's not that bad for me by being in play. Also, we do run the 80 HP Slowpoke. There's a 70 HP one coming out soon, which is fine. It'll probably be played in the next. I mean, you get another card knock out the Smoochum as well. Maybe it is the right play. Oh yeah, that's 3 prizes for them. Yeah, obviously, because they're not going to have 2 prizes there as well. So we really need to win very soon here. I will not Surfer. I will not Meowth either, I guess. I'm trying to think. I might Meowth after for Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking. I'd rather not Meowth, but they have to. I will. We get Secret Box, so we definitely get there. what do we exactly do with Secret Box? I need to I think I need to cure him here, and then I'm gonna knock out something for 2 prices later, presumably getting back Lilies if I can. How do I do this exactly? I'll Secret Box away Slowpoke. Yeah, one of my Slowpokes will survive because of the way they did this. So Slowpoke. Oh, sorry, my Slowkings will survive. And Psychic, I guess, is probably fine there. I'll take Ciphermaniacs. Or I don't need to take Ciphermaniacs. I can, though, if I want. Which, now that I think about it, well, no, they're probably going to stamp me. That's probably what they're going to do, right? It's like, oh, if they, like, special red card me, it'll give me the card. But if they stamp me, it will not. So, also, we could actually not get their active. I forgot with Brave Bangle. That's actually interesting as well. You could bump the state. There's like so many things going on here, and I'm clearly not very certain of what I'm doing. I could. Nah, Stretch is bad. I'll Poké Pad, Brave Bangle, Surfer SSP, Codebreaking, Academy at Night, I think, and I'm actually going to. I'm definitely going to play Academy at Night. That definitely seems good just to get it in play. And my idea is I kind of want the Lucky Helmet on as well, because I need to attack back to back. And if I do I think, well, if I Metagross, yeah, I think I need to cure him here. I need to cure him here because Kyurem is I'm like so lost right now. I'm not gonna lie, or not like completely lost, but kind of lost. So I need to cure him because otherwise they're just gonna evolve, and then I can't take the 3 prizes. So this is how we do it. I think I will telepathic psychic energy here. I think is fine. Oh yeah, I forget I searched. Yeah, I don't have anything I want there. But do I have to search? I don't know. Not that it matters, but it does make me shuffle. That'd been really awkward if I did that in the other order. I will Lucky Helmet here. I will retreat into the Slowking. I could Ciphermaniacs as well, which I will do to set my deck up for next turn, maybe. And I believe I still have one more left as well. What do I need? I need energy. Boomerang will work. And the stadium. No, what? I need the stadium and I need Lana's aid. There we go. There we go. That doesn't actually get me there because it's still need the Liz. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Maybe, maybe not. I'll Brave Bangle here as well. That will be good. I'll go ahead, drop the stadium down. I will pop Kyurem on top of the deck. Go ahead, retreat into the Slowking. I figure it out. Honestly, this deck has been like the perfect roller coaster of what Slowking is. It's kind of weird. It is Boomerang like recovers itself as well. If you didn't know, it'll recover itself after the Kyurem. I don't think I said that earlier, but anyways, we got like the crazy highs, the crazy lows, and a bunch of nothing happening as well. I feel like that's what happens with this deck. So again, that is what is happening here. We might win. We might not win. We might just get by a stamp and like dead draw. I don't know. I think I've generally played this pretty correctly. Again, maybe except for the just sending it off of that random Slowking, which I think won me the game, funnily enough. Oh, but could have won me the game. I can still lose this game. I don't think they can win here. They're going to special red card, so that's good. Again, special red card, if you didn't know. So unfair stamp shuffles into the next. Special red card does not. Special red card sends it to the bottom. So then I draw from the top. And now I can win. Oh yeah, my hand's sorted. I was going to say, this is not the order I put the cards in. So now I win, right? I can Academy at Night, and then I can get back. Oh yeah, I was like, where's Metagross? I can get back Metagross, and then I can also get back the Psychic, and yeah, that's what I'll get back. And then I can Academy at Night the Metagross back on top. I actually have Poké Pad as well, so don't need to recover the Metagross. I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, I have one more there. They're gonna play Moltres. I don't know why they're playing Moltres, but that's fine. I mean, I guess it's not actively bad to play Moltres. It's not actively good. It's kind of nothing there, but that's fine. And then they're gonna body weight off. Wait, so are they not playing Crispin? I mean, I don't know if I'd say Crispin hater. It's a good card, but okay, yeah, I was gonna say it is like normally played in this deck. I'm not just like making that up. Like it's played as like a 2 or 3 of. So they haven't discarded any. They haven't obviously played any either. They're gonna boss. Oh, this is kind of annoying. So if they knock this out, I don't have the Brave Bangle. I actually don't get the draw either. That's certainly a good play by them. I will send the Mega Kangaskhan, do the Academy at Night, so I can still draw the cards. And I will need... I believe I need Night Stretcher to win this game now. If I get Night Stretcher, I will win, on top of needing the card on top and the... and also the... Sorry, maybe they should put the damage cards on... I think there should be some more in Mega Kangaskhan. Maybe not, maybe not. For them, like as the right play. But anyways, yeah. Now, okay. Well, I'm just built different, as you know. I'm gonna Lana Zade back the the energy, the Metagross, and something else. And then I will also Night Stretcher because Lana Zade cannot get rule boxes. I'll get Lowe's Clefairy X back. So we'll go ahead and do that. We don't need to run errands, so I will not do that. Need to attach here. I need to get the Lillies back, which again we get. That was kind of lucky. I think, as I said, I played pretty well, but it was kind of lucky. A rare game, which completely... Oh, let me actually... That'd been really awkward if I forgot to seek inspiration. But yeah, we get the attack with the Metagross. I could actually do the other attack, but yeah, we're able to Metallic Hammer for... Would I like to do extra damage? I could not do extra damage as well. That's always a funny message to ask. I suppose it is asking the right question, but it's still pretty funny there. But we're able to get the win there. The deck did kind of what it wanted to do. Obviously, it was kind of close, and my opponent played a little questionably. Maybe they definitely didn't do very much. So I feel like, well, they did something. They stopped us from doing stuff. So that's Slowking. Slowking does some crazy stuff and some nothing, and it does some combination of those two things. Unlike Dragapult, where you're doing setting up and building your board state and getting a better hand, or in my opponent's case, just a bigger hand. It didn't seem to be that much better, and doing stuff. Slowking goes from nothing to something to nothing to something. It's crazy. Slowking is so swingy. It's really fun. It's really fun for some people. I don't know if this is my deck. It's probably not going to be the deck I'm playing long term, but this is a fun deck. But I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, all the good stuff. You charge to my YouTube members to support me as well. But I hope you all enjoyed. Also, comment down below any ideas you have. And as I was saying, see you in the next video.